Shalom, Royal Family. The class you are about to hear is taught by the Honorable Yahweh Ben Yahweh many years ago. Remember to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Visit us at www.yahweh144000.com. Also, Royal Family, you can enroll in classes designed for the Godhead at www.universityofyahweh.org. Enjoy.
I want you to get this lesson real clear in your mind tonight, that the Prince of Peace is talking tonight. Though you would normally think that my subject is strictly the seed of the woman, well, let's leave the heading maybe the seed of the woman, and the subheading or subtitle most assuredly would be the Prince of Peace is the seed of this woman. Let's look a little more. Peace is pacification and appeasement and reconciliation. You see, I'm here to reconcile the righteous ones back to the original family of Adam, who's been asleep, and I'm waking you up. And various ones of you are beginning to awaken across the country. I thank you, hey, Wafe, for you that are listening to me now that are conscious and awake, are coming to an ever-increasing conscious state. It's a blessing just to be able to hear me teach on a subject like this, read it in your scriptures, and then be understanding what I'm saying, or to have come to understand what I've been saying to you about Noon and Wav and Malak, and the 3 days that you'll be understanding. As the Prince of Peace, I'm here to make a settlement and establish a truce. Now, the truce that I'm here to establish is not between me and Satan, because Satan is indelibly wicked. There's no way to make a truce with him. Did you notice what he did with the Indians? He had a truce. The other word for it there was treaty. Now, the Indians made treaties with Cain's seed. He lost every time. Every nation on earth that has ever made a truce with the seed of Cain has been tricked, deceived, and overpowered. He came to our land, or at least where we were residing, and the first thing he said was shalom, shalom alaikum, and took us in under old John Hawkins. And we've been over here suffering for 437 years because of that same trick. He talked peace, but there's not a peaceful bone in his body. But yet, I have not come to set up a truce with him, or to establish a treaty or an armistice with him. The ceasefire is going to come through those who love peace. We're going to refuse to fight a war with him on a physical level, which is what he has spent the last 5,996 years preparing for. He cannot handle the Godhead. He has no ability to handle the Godhead. He has no way of fighting the genius Godhead of peace and righteousness. It's just impossible. Peace means to bring about a cessation or suspension of hostilities, an end of war, an abeyance. We're going to have an interlude, a respite, a breathing spell. It's called a permanent breathing spell. As the Prince of Peace, I'm here to establish harmony, harmoniousness, and symphony. I am here to establish accord and compatibility between us. See, what Lucifer has done is destroyed our compatibility for one another. So we who love righteousness are going to have to come to each other and establish a truce. We are the ones who need the truth. We are the ones who need harmony. Satan is not looking for harmony. There's nothing. You've had 5,996 years trying to reform him, and he was given a limited period of time to be reformed, 6,000 years. Yahweh said from the beginning, 5,996 years ago, if you do well, Cain, I'll let you rule over my kingdom forever. Genesis chapter 4, around verses 5 and 6. If you do well, I'll let you rule my kingdom forever. So I'm bringing to your remembrance the contract and the bond and the conditional bond that Cain was under. Now his bond has to be revoked. So he's coming to trial now to stand for Judgment Day. Someone has to be the judge. And the one who has the power and authority to judge has to have the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding about what must be done. And I'm the only one on the planet that is here letting you know exactly who the players are and the part that they have all played. And I'm letting you understand what it is that constitutes this judgment and how it's being taken care of through the Prince of Peace. You would normally think, well, what we need to do is go out and try to establish a treaty with Satan. No, you better remember Satan took heaven by violence and ruled it by force. Matthew chapter 11, verse 12. So that's what's going on. There's no way you're going to make a truce with someone who's been ruling by violence and force for 6,000 years. He's not about to change. He's more set for war now than ever in the history of his beginning till to this day, his existence as de facto government and rulers. No, he destroyed the harmony that was between Adam and Eve. He destroyed the peace and the love that was between Adam and Eve. He destroyed their natural accord and sowed discord. He found Adam and Eve trusting Yahweh with all their heart, mind, soul, body, and strength, and they had a trust with each other. But he sowed distrust. They were of honor together. He made them dishonorable. So there's no way to win. That's his foundation. His foundation, the God of this world's foundation, is the opposite of peace. So my coming as the Prince of Peace, I have automatically fallen into the spiritually wicked hands, the hands of the spiritually wicked in high places, which is the nature of this trial. And the charges have nothing at all to do with my being here. You understand, it's right here rooted in Genesis chapter 3, verse 15. Enmity between the two seeds. So naturally, since I come as the Prince of Peace, how can I come through the seed of Abraham, through those who've been hit in the head so thoroughly as Hiram's children, another euphemistic term for us, who are the seed of Adam, children of Adam. Here we are, totally dead, buried the maximum 6 feet in America, so much so we're considered disconnected dry bones. And it's at least the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So it's us, the children of Adam, the children of Israel, who need the spirit of corporativeness between us. We need the spirit of cooperation between us. I'm here to establish rapport and friendship, cordiality, and goodwill and brotherhood between us. The enemy is trying to make us have a brotherhood of other than peace. They're twisting our peaceful, love, and sweet, and kind, compassionate, helpful brotherhood and giving it a nasty name. Make you almost afraid to say brotherhood. No. As the Prince of Peace, I'm here establishing you must have brotherhood and a true sisterhood between yourself. Comradeship and fellowship, unity and oneness. As the Prince of Peace, with what I'm teaching you to have for each other, will establish public order, law and order and orderliness. I'm here to cause you to be tranquil one with the other. Establish tranquility. And I'm here to establish serenity and calmness between each other, so that no husband and wife will fall asleep with hatred in their heart at night. The law of Yahweh is that no man should go to bed angry. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 26. Let's see if it's that. Ephesians 4:27. Let's turn. Ephesians chapter 4, verse 27. Let's start at verse 26. Be ye angry and sin not. That's it. Let not the sun go down upon your wrath, neither give place to the devil. Okay? So don't ever let the sun go down on your anger while you're angry. I mean, you expect to go to heaven or be in heaven and wake up in the morning or something and your wife is not there, or your husband has passed, and you're left angry. What a terrible, distasteful memory. What a horrible memory. How can you start off tomorrow in the morning on the good foot when you went to bed on the bad foot? You stay up all night long with bad thoughts in your head. Well, it's the enemy that has brought this about in your life. So I'm here to establish placidity between you, your husband and your wife, your children, and all, and peace of mind, being at ease, and establish a quiet and silence and hush and stillness between you and those who love peace, your real family. So I hope that this class here of Genesis chapter 3, verse 15 has been of benefit to you, and I hope Romans chapter 16, verse 20 is where I'm stopping tonight. I hope that Romans chapter 16, verse 20 will give you rest when you think of the fact that the God of peace shall bruise Satan under your feet shortly, where he can't bite your heel anymore, bruise your heel, or your, anymore. Won't that be a wonderful day? Isn't that a wonderful thought? The Prince of Peace obviously is here, because who else is here to reconcile you with your brother? Before you can be reconciled to your brother, you have to learn who your brother is. And your brother, as you learn from this trial, is not someone who is your same color. No one is your brother and sister because they have your skin color, or texture of hair, or their lips are as thick as yours, or their nose is wide, or their behind is as fat, or their feet is big and flat. Your brother and your sister is not those who are born in the same womb as you. That was very clearly stated in the Word, that Matthew chapter 12, 46 through 50 tells you how to identify your family. Those who do the will of Yahweh, the same is your brother, sister, mother, father, family member. Those who do the will of Yahweh is your family. Are you to show animosity toward those who come from the womb? I didn't say that. Are you to show hostility to those who come from your mother's womb? I didn't say that. You don't have to worry about it. They'll show it to you. I am saying you're looking for peace. You have to associate with peaceable people. Those who love peace, you who love peace can find peace together. And the only way that you're going to have peace on the earth together is to find those that love peace, who are peaceable. And the only ones who are going to be doing that are those who do the will of Yahweh. Not those who say Shalom Aleichem, are not necessarily those who are doing the will of Yahweh. Not those who are wearing white garments and wearing a diadem are your brothers and sisters, unless they're doing the will of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Not those who say they're Hebrew Israelites are your brothers and sisters, unless they're doing the will of Yahweh. Not everybody who says, Hallelujah, Yahweh, are your brothers and sisters, unless they're doing the will of Yahweh. Not everyone who speaks Hebrew is your brother and sister, unless they're doing the will of Yahweh. Understand that well. We're talking about building the kingdom of peace. And that's why I'm teaching you true holiness and righteousness tonight. That's what you're hearing. True holiness and righteousness is what I'm teaching you. And every one of you who love true holiness and righteousness will accept me bridging the gap between you and your true brothers and sisters who are doing the will of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. You don't have to be confused. You know each other by your works. Those that love righteousness are doing the works of righteousness. Those that love evil and trouble and confusion, need I say more? You'll be looking right at Genesis 3:15. It's the day of separation. Separate yourself from the evildoer. I hope that I've been a blessing to your spirit and soul tonight. I certainly have enjoyed Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh teaching me tonight. I enjoyed this lesson to the highest.
Greetings, Royal Family. Let's talk about the most prestigious private university in the universe, the University of Yahweh. It is here where students, parents, adults, and teachers study the divine mind of Yahweh Ben Yahweh, thus elevating them to contemplate and understand the loftier concepts and principles, enabling their minds to focus and think on an extraterrestrial level. This intellectual ability and unique set of skills supersede all base, mundane, and terrestrial thinking, thus allowing one's minds to open up and flourish with an overwhelming abundance of creative ideas and loftier concepts, making life and living more enjoyable. The University of Yahweh is woven deep within the fabric of the moral principles of truth, honesty, integrity, true holiness, righteousness, ethics, and justice for all. The University of Yahweh is designed for the Godhead, and this includes students, parents, adults, and the Godhead. In the University of Yahweh, the online platform, you gain a structured format to the approach of the divine mind of Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh Yahweh. We welcome you to visit our website at www.universityofyahweh.org. This platform is specifically designed for the Godhead and the Godhead family. The 144,000 chosen to rule in righteousness. We look forward to working with you as we prepare for rulership in righteousness. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Praise Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Beit Nun Sophie Yud-Heh-Wav-Heh. Shalom, Royal Family.